The spring semester is already halfway over, and right now, lots of students are planning where they will live next year. While many people are signing new leases, others are trying to sublease and relet, but aren't having a whole lot of luck.
It's actually really difficult, especially for summer, fall. It's easier because I have friends transferring, friends that need other leases, but the summer, ridiculously hard. Right now, at least, I haven't found anybody.
Texas State junior Wrangler Wells has been trying to sublease his roommate's room at the lodge for the past 2 weeks. He says he's tried every way he can think of to get the word out, but he's had no response.
Put it on the Class of 2015 Facebook page. I put it on a website that's just for subleases, and I put it on there, and I put it on Twitter, I think, actually. But nope, no responses.
He's even tried bringing out the best parts of his apartment complex.
Basketball court, there's always people playing out there. There's a dog park, which is nice because I got a little puppy.
But there are still many options students have when trying to sublease their apartment, like working with apartment locators and working with their apartment leasing office.
We understand that people aren't going to be here for that long, so we will work with them.
Places like Apartment Pros even have special programs set up for people who have to sublease.
In this case, we would actually charge a fee of what the apartments usually pay for that. And we have a sublease folder that we have that with all the leases, and we have it on a little spreadsheet for all the agents in the office.
According to apartment locators, it's also extremely helpful to advertise your apartment on websites like Craigslist and studentrent.com. As for Wells, he hopes he gets a roommate soon.
I hope I get a good roommate that and help my roommate get out of what's left of his lease.
For Bobcat Update, I'm Isla Mar.
Texas State Midi Building of Art and Design is featuring 2 university galleries featuring 3 separate artists. The exhibit will be open from January 27th to February 22nd. Deb Sokolo's work tells a haunting story of a weekend retreat of artists in rural Norway. Texas State junior Shannon McMullen attended the gallery hoping to gain inspiration from the art.
I identified most with Gallery 2 with the bodies underneath the black cloth.
The thriller is full of suspense and mental twists. The exhibits are dark and reflective.
It showed fear from the death and vulnerabilities that we all feel, and it really inspired me to create a really amazing solo.
The other gallery displays the work of Lori Frick and James Sterling Pitt. Frick focuses on the nature of pattern and time, while Pitt examines through sculpture his perception of the world. The 2 galleries are located on the 2nd floor of the Midi Building and are open to the public. Texas State students may see the exhibits free of charge. For Bobcat Update, I'm Emily Liberto.
Ready to fade up on DDR with sound. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play DDR and fade. Ready to take camera 1.
San Marcos Shops, the only place to hear of good deals.
All right, take 1.
Good afternoon, you're watching San Marcos Shops. I'm your host, Tamar Price, and today have we got a show for you. From the highs to the lows, the San Marcos outlet attracts thousands of customers every day. The outlets are the perfect tourist attraction every year due to the Alamo and SeaWorld in San Antonio, the Schlitterbahn Water Park in New Braunfels, and San Marcos' very own Aquarena Center in Wonderworld Park. With outlet prices, it's impossible to pass on the amazing sales each outlet store offers. With that said, you could clearly see how chaotic the atmosphere can be. On our show today, we have a very special guest, Jordan Illick from the Gap Outlet here in San Marcos. He's with us to talk about his retail experience at the premium outlet and share with us how to process unwanted items when shopping. Because everyone wants their job to be a little easier, right? So stay tuned for this special Retail Insider. We'll be right back after this message.
All right, play and dissolve.
Since 1985, the Adopt a Highway program has tried to combat litter left on Texas highways. Whether it's on purpose or by accident. In a single year, over 1 billion pieces of trash accumulate on Texas roadways. This equals to over 2.7 million pieces each day throughout the entire state. Texas is proud to have created the first Adopt a Highway program that is now adopted from countries all over the world and has more than 1.3 million volunteers nationwide. In 2012, more than 80,000 volunteers cleared 5,122 miles of highway, picking up 7 million pounds of trash, keeping our great state beautiful. If you or your organization are interested in helping keep Texas beautiful, contact your local Adopt a Highway representative or visit their website.
Take one.
And we're back here on San Marcos Shops with Jordan Illick. So Jordan, you've worked at the Gap now for how long?
Just about 2 years.
Okay, and you started off doing what exactly?
I started off as a sales associate, just as a freshman in college, and I just worked my way up from there.
And what's your position now?
I am currently an assistant manager.
So do you have lots of responsibilities in the store, or in a store that big, or what?
Currently right now I oversee the kids department, all the merchandisers and the kids, and then I also do a little bit of the HR, human resource work.
Okay, and what is this crazy story you can tell us about the outlet or your experience there?
Probably one of the craziest stories will definitely come from overnights, such as things like Black Friday. Black Friday is one of our busiest days of the year. We'll see about $500,000 worth of transactions and probably roughly about 15,000 customers come in and out the door.
That's a lot of people. So you have some clothes here. You're going to show us how you fold them and how we keep the Gap looking so neat. So you can start off with...
Yeah. Start out here. It's just a standard button-down shirt. We keep them in the wall like this most of the time, just stacked. However, when a customer comes through looking for something, first thing they want to do is just pull the shirt right out of the stack, unfold it completely, take a look at it over. If they decide they don't want it, usually the first thing they do, they'll just ball it back up, throw it back onto the wall, set it somewhere on a different table outside of its location. Just for standing a standard or folding a standard shirt like this, start out just laying it back up. Just take a sleeve over, bring the sleeve back in. Same thing with the other one. Start with the tail end of the shirt, bring up for one fold, up for one more, and there you have a standard, just back to the way it was.
Okay, and then the hoodie?
Yeah, so Gap is very, one of their iconic images is their hoodies having their logo. We just try and, obviously it's pretty big, stuck on the front of shirts like this. Hoodies, our hoodie walls definitely get torn up. Our walls are roughly about 12 feet high, just full all the way up to hoodies of shelves. So folding hoodies just like you would a button-up shirt. Just bring the sleeves in. The difference with this between a shirt is obviously the hood plays a big part in it. They're hard to fold once you have another piece added in. I always fold the sleeves in first, bring the hood down, lay it flat. Same thing with the shirt, just fold the tail ends. However, it's a little bit different with the hoodie. You kind of try and fold it perfectly to where you get the logo image out. That's how we stack them about 5 high shelves, so it really just looks like a huge wall of logo.
Okay, and lastly, the jeans.
There's always denim. Gap originally started out as being iconic for their denim jeans. They still are known for it. So same thing, customers will shop, pull something out, unfold it, and they'll just tend to just fold it back up any way they choose. Always, it's usually never the way that we do it. Try and keep it standard and organized. So you lay it out flat. Start bringing up the legs all the way up to about the back of the pocket. My style of folding is you fold the one leg over, half the leg, tuck in the crotch, bring it over this way, and from there they're able to stack up perfectly. You have one neat row.
Ready to take camera one?
Okay.
Take camera one.
Well, thanks for the demonstration, Jordan.
No problem.
And that's all the time we have for today.
Under.
Thank you, Jordan, for joining us. And tune in next time for a shocking interview with a manager from Victoria's Secret. Until then, shop wisely, San Marcos.